Hiya Duck, welcome to a Watch Me Work video. So I've got a client in today that has travelled from London.
So you're going to
Okay,
say somewhere exotic?
listen, I know it's not that far away, but she came from London. She come up on the train, and you know what? There's a bit of a story behind this because her first appointment, her car broke down on the way.
Oh, no
So
way.
I know, and sometimes that can happen. Do you know what I mean? I was like, "It's fine, don't worry." She was, she's talking to me while she's waiting for, the AA to come and see
I've
what's
got to
wrong with the
drive
car.
somewhere after we've done all of these today and it's snowing, and that would be my worst nightmare.
Let's hope it doesn't happen to you, Adam. Yeah, so she got here. She got here, and do you know what, Adam? The lady's nails that I'm doing on this video, she's actually an actress.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous as well.
Got a fast
Absolutely
in something.
gorgeous. So I've prepped her nails. I've used the bit that I was using then was the Sidewall Hero. We hadn't even launched it at this point. I was sort of like, using my my client as a bit of a guinea pig. And then since then we've launched new e-file bits and everything, and the new e-file as well, because I'm using the e-file in this, and we hadn't even launched that. So that was pretty cool to be able to sort of
No more
test it.
wires. That's all I'm bothered about. No more wires.
No more wires, because the wires even in the frame of the video
Yeah.
just doesn't look good, does it, Ad?
No, it's awful.
It's awful. So we prepped the cuticles, took away the shine off a natural nail, applied the tips. We're going for a almond, but it's a slightly pointy almond. It's
Not
not like,
Russian, but it's getting there.
yeah, it's not Russian, but it's nice and pointy, but it's not a stiletto. I'd say it's an armoletto. And what I'm doing now is once I put the primer on, I've put a very thin layer of clear. And now I'm actually using, and at this time, these products were not launched either. And now I've got to remember the name of this one because I'm still like trying to remember all the names of our new products. It's like there's a lot to remember. This colour is absolutely gorgeous. It's an acrylic powder. It wasn't launched at the time, but is launched now. And it's called Irene. It's so beautiful. It's like a burgundy bronze and it's got shimmer in it. And look how gorgeous and easy it is to apply. And that's it. You've got a full colour nail. The joy with acrylic, especially coloured acrylic, is you get the structure and you get the colour all in one go. And then you've just got to file. You haven't then got to file and put gel polish on and all that. It's all done in one. And that's why I love acrylic so much. And now the colour we've got here is also, where are I? I'm just grabbing it from the shelf behind. It's a colour called moss. So it's a gorgeous deep green and again has loads of shimmer in it. It's
Yeah, I can
super,
see that. It's got loads.
super sparkly. But I always think, when you want to do a full set of nails that have colour in, if you have coloured acrylic, it's actually going to make your life a little bit easier because it's, in my opinion, less time consuming. Because we'd be putting acrylic on anyway, wouldn't we, to make the nail?
Yeah.
So why not put coloured acrylic on? It makes sense. It makes sense. So this color combination as well is so nice. And when I was doing the consultation, we were talking about different color themes that she likes, and she likes those earthy tones, and they look gorgeous with her skin color. She's got beautiful brown, gorgeous skin. Like, honest to God, she's gorgeous, Adam. I think you need it in one of your next films, Duck.
Give you the details.
I need pass the details on. She's been in loads of adverts as well. So
Big
yeah,
thing for actors. It's the main thing that, they make money on, because getting a film is great, but most of the time they don't pay very much. But
yeah.
adverts do, because they do buyouts. You've done adverts before.
Yes, I have. Yeah. God, can you remember the
Alfred's. Skating.
The Halfords video where I was the skater in the video. That wow. Maybe we need to put a little clip of that in. It was their Black Friday one, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was their Black Friday sale. I was the skater in the video. That was pretty cool. So see, once we've done that, you can cap and clear, and then we can give that a nice file. And I just, honest to God, I can't tell you how much I love acrylic. And don't get me wrong, I know that when I started nails all those years ago, I started with acrylic, and I just think I've just got this love for acrylic because the strength is amazing, and then you have all these colors now. We can do so many things
Mm.
with acrylic. It's like it's limitless. Whereas other systems, you get a bit of more limitation. But acrylic, there's just nothing you can't do. You can do everything. You can do 3D work. You can do marble design. You can cut into it. You can do full color nails. It's just, yeah, I'm just a big acrylic lover and always will be.
And if
So
you can
once
use
we
acrylic, you can use everything, can't you, really?
Oh my God, yeah, because acrylic is one of the harder ones to use. And I feel like I was kind of thrown in the deep end when I first started doing nails because I started with acrylic. And that's not a bad thing because if you kind of learn the hard way, everything else is a little bit easier. So all the other systems are really easy compared to acrylic. Don't get me wrong, but once you get that bead application and you know how to pick up your bead and you get the right ratio, that's all it takes. It's about controlling the product. If you can control the product, you can do anything with acrylic. So we're giving this a buff now. Nice and smooth like a baby's bum. And do you know what? Some people miss this buffing bit. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you not buffing? They think you can just leave it raw filed, clean it, and then go on with top coat. And I'm like, no.
You're just
The
going to show
file,
all of the marks, aren't you, from the file?
that's what I mean. Because then you can put top coat on. You can still see the demarcations from the
But
file.
this is like doing that. It's more like polishing it. It's not polishing it, but it is giving it that final, just sort of wipe over.
Yeah, it's a you sort of finish filing it because you're getting it smooth and soft. And what it'll do as well, it'll kind of bring everything together. Now, this is where I go a little bit crazy. I've used the Acrygel. So I've used white marshmallow Acrygel and made like this kind of what kind of shape would we say that is?
Looks like an
Hmm.
eye.
Well, it is an eye, and I'm
Oh,
making
right. Okay.
yeah. So I kind of make this eye shape that so you need the dimension and obviously the shape so it points out. Obviously an eyeball itself is round, but I need this kind of shape with the points at the side so I can build onto that. And then I go in with gel polish. So the gel polish that I've used is Andy, and then we've got Kohler. So we pull the Kohler from round the edge into Andy. So
Mm.
that brown around the edge, it's going to give you that, it's going to make it more realistic. So we've got green in the middle, and then it kind of blends to that sort of browny hazel kind of colour. So we get a more realistic looking iris. Then we're going to do the same on this one. So this is also going to be an eye. Notice it's offset. I love doing this kind of art. This three-dimensional work, embossed work with Acrygel is really quite easy to do because your Acrygel doesn't move. So
Mm.
you can boss it around and put it in the position that you want it to be in, and then it's going to hold. Don't get me wrong, if you just left that there for about 10 minutes, it would start to
So
move.
that's not cured then.
No, it is cured
Yeah.
now. I've cured it. So I've
Yeah.
got a hard surface to work on.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, with Acrygel, you can sculpt it into the shape and it's going to hold the shape. Whereas if you do it with acrylic, yes, it's a different technique because you've got limited time.
Mhm.
because the product sets. Whereas Acrogel doesn't set until you put it in the lamp.
Yeah.
So you can keep moving it around for as long as you want and getting the shape as perfect if you want. And as soon as it's a perfect shape with whatever you're creating, then you can go into the lamp. So I'm going to define the eye by going round the edge with black, but very finely. And then I go in and do the pupil in the center. Then we're going to give that a cure. And then we're going to top coat it so it's super shiny. So it looks wet because, your eyeball is wet, duck. We don't want a matte eye. If you've got a matte eye, there's a problem. You need to go to the doctor. We're going to do the same on the other eye. So notice we have, give it a bit of definition around the edge and we put the pupil in and then we are top coating it as well to make that super glossy. So I'm getting clear Acrogel, which is called Clear as Day. And what I'm doing now is making this sort of socket eyelid. And then what we do is we kind of squidge it out. And it kind of looks like the eye off a dollar bill. Is it on a dollar bill?
That's like an Illuminati eye, that one, isn't it? That's what
Well,
they say, the conspiracy theorists.
yeah, and it wasn't, that just evolved. And then on this one, I'm going to create a nose. So we're going to put a nose on there. It's a little bit like Picasso kind of style, but we're doing it in clear, but it won't be clear at the end. And if you've seen the thumbnail to this video, as in the thumbnail of the video, not the actual person's thumbnail, you will see what this actually, the finished result looks like. But we sculpt it all out and it's kind of like, we're not creating like a perfect face, if you get what I mean. We are doing stuff that's a bit obscure. But then on this one, we're going to do a nose and a pair of lips. Now, I actually have an earring that's very much like this one that I'm doing here with the nose and the lips. And I say an earring because I've actually got like odd earrings. They're a pair, but they're both odd. One's got like a lips on and one's got a nose on. And that's kind of where this design comes from, I suppose. You can take inspiration from other other art forms like, jewelry. Then we go in on top of that sticky layer with gold chrome. And the finish that you'll get by going on top of the sticky layer is like an antique finish. But what I want to do is combine an antique finish with a high gloss finish as well. So you could just leave it like that and then top coat. And you'd have this sort of antique finish, which is really, really beautiful. But look how as soon as you put the chrome on, you just see everything. I absolutely love doing this. It's like a reveal because
Mm,
it's clear. Can't necessarily see it, can you?
yeah.
So I love doing this kind of technique. So I'm top coating on top of the design. So all that relief work, all that 3D, I'm top coating over the top. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't get the top coat into every nook and cranny because you're going to have this sort of double effect. If you just want it to be completely shiny, then you need to make sure that your top coat sits in all the recesses. So what I'm doing is going over those high points. So anything that's sticking out, I go over with the chrome because I've cured the top coat and now the chrome will stick to that top coat. So it's going to high gloss parts of the design. So you're going to have that nice sort of textured effect of an antique gold to a super glossy, shiny gold. I absolutely love these nails and I would wear these no problem. Now, one thing you want to do is watch the eye. The eye has top coat on it. So you can see here, I'm going in, I'm cleaning up the eye to make sure the eye doesn't have any of the chrome on top of it. And then we can top coat the entire thing. So we're top coating the 3D work and also top coating, that coloured acrylic as well. So this is really going to bring out the sparkle and shine from that colour. So that acrylic colour now has all this shimmer that's been brought to life by the glossy top coat. And this is a tack-free top coat that I'm using as well. And it's the same tack-free top coat that I used for the chrome. And this part, we do need to make sure we get into all the nooks and crannies, make sure we, get product in there, but you don't want to overfill it. So you don't want like a big globular of product sat in the recesses. It still needs to be a thin application. So you might be tempted to sort of put a little bit more on and then go over with a brush again. So use your top coat brush just to kind of refine that and distribute the product, distribute that top coat a lot better so it's not all just sort of sat in the recesses. Then we're going to give our lovely client today some cuticle oil and look at that. Wow! I absolutely love them. Stick around for the gallery. We're going to show you some photos. Thank you for joining us again. And everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that shebang. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra, duck!